Ariane?
Ariane.
Ariane for D'Artagnan?
D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan, okay.
We're a company we specialize in good meats, organic, free-range meats and game birds, game meats. And so we came out with this duck hot dog. It's a duck hot dog, all natural. And today we're serving it with foie gras and truffle mustard and a little bit of a balsamic vinegar reduction. Want some? All right.
So this is what it looks like?
Yeah, because we cut in small pieces because there are so many people. But otherwise, people would just put it on the grill and serve it whole on a bun, on a hot dog bun.
Okay, now the sauces, is that your own recipe or?
Yes. Basically, we're selling a lot to chefs. We're selling, for example, on the duck, we sell a lot of the breast, the magret, and we have a lot of legs. So with the legs, we do the duck hot dog. Same thing for our buffalo hot dog. We use a lot of the shoulder because the chefs buy a lot of the primal cuts, middle meats from us. Same thing on the pork hot dog. And that's how basically charcuterie was born, is to use all the parts of the animal to do something really good with it.
Awesome, great, thank you.
You're welcome.
We have Brandon from Asiari. Hi, Brandon.
Hi, how are you?
Great. Now, Brandon, tell us about your job here at the Asiari.
I'm the chef de cuisine at the restaurant inside the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. We serve very contemporary American cuisine, very chef-driven. We try and stay as seasonally as possible.
Now, when people come into your restaurant, what is the number one dish that people love to order?
Usually it's our sashimi dish. I think expectations when walking into the Mandarin Oriental, they're expecting good sashimi, so we try and provide that for them. We have our fish flown in 4 times a week from Japan, Tsukiji market.
So I met one of the guys who's a company out in Japan. I forgot his name, but what his company does is that he would get the order from the restaurants here in New York, and he would call in the Japanese counterpart and say, well, I need X pounds of this particular fish, and that gets flown into JFK the next day within 12 hours. Is that the same thing as what you guys do?
It's exactly the same thing we do. We have a buyer in Japan. We give them our order, and they take care of it, and they ship it the next day.
Awesome. Now, can you tell us a little bit about you? I mean, how did you become a chef?
Well, I was born and raised in Los Angeles, and started cooking at the age of 16. And eventually I went to the Culinary Institute of America, which is up north in Poughkeepsie. And so I decided to stay here in New York. And I've been working at the Mandarin Oriental for the past 6 years.
Awesome. Now, when you're starting with a particular dish in mind, what is your inspiration?
Well, the inspiration comes from the environment, personal experiences. Inspiration comes from everything. It's kind of tough to answer that because each dish has its own personality, and where it was inspired from is very different.
Okay. Now, if you're at home, what do you make at home? Like a 15-minute dish, like you're tired, you've been working the whole day, and you just want to relax.
Yeah, a bowl of rice, a bowl of rice, and I'm good. Some umeboshi. That's it.
That's Brandon from Asiari, right here at the Great Gathering of the Chefs.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Right. We have Toni Robertson, Executive Chef of the Mandarin Oriental, New York. Hi, Toni.
Hi, how are you?
Great. Toni, tell us about this event here.
This is I've been involved in this event this is the number 4 year, and Alan Battman is in charge of this, and this is for the charity event. So, when Alan come and knock on our door, we make sure that we are, participating in it. This is for the good cause. This is for the children's storefront, school, and then, what we can do, we just basically give them our recipe, our food, that what we love, we know they donate our passion to this good cause. So I'll be very glad to be part of it. And also, this year we were able to host at the Mandarin Oriental, so it was absolutely a pleasure.
Okay, now, people need to understand that you are the executive chef of the Mandarin Oriental. What does it take to be the executive chef?
It's a lot of sweat and a lot of hard work and a lot of determination and passion. Passion for food is really important. And, also organizations and you kind of, every places you need a chief, and I'm so glad to be a chief of this place.
Now, when people come into your restaurant, what do they look for?
They actually look for good food and the whole great experience. So, at being a chef, you want to say people just come here for the food, but it has to be, the service is really important, ambiance, and if you have a chance to look at our beautiful view and beautiful decor and the whole experience. So, people come here to enjoy their evenings. So we try to give them everything from the food, service, decor, everything.
Any one dish that people crave for?
We have so many places, so many dishes that, I can talk about that. If you come to Asia, they can have a sashimi, which is always my favorite. And also, one of our signature dishes is going to be featured later on and is also in the book, and which is our butter poached lobster with the white polenta. So it is in the book, so if you just buy the book, it is a recipe and pictures in there.
Awesome, that really made me hungry. Thank you, Toni Robertson.
My pleasure. Pleasure to be here.
We have Alan Battman, the organizer, and the reason why we have this event because of his new book. Hi, Alan.
Hi there, John.
Tell us about this book.
There's two actually today. One is Small Things Sweet, and one is Small Things Savory. I've worked with 197 chefs this year. What else do I know about the books? They came out real nice, better than I thought they would. And everybody's happy with them, and I can't wait to work on my next two.
Awesome. It seems like every year you always come up with something new and amazing, and I guess this event has been totally awesome. Now, where can people buy the book?
Amazon, Barnes & Noble, should be on Borders soon, or you can go to BatmanStudios.com. The books are there. JB Prince, Kitchen Arts and Letters. That's all I can think of. My letter look over there.
Now, here's the thing. You've had this event for 5 years now. Can you tell us the inspiration when you started with this book?
You mean with the first books?
The first book.
My inspiration was I was tired of taking pictures of the Empire State Building, which I've been doing for 25 years, pictures of New York. And I was just looking for something new to do. So I said, I think I'll take pictures of food. And that was, I guess, about 8 years ago. And this is where it's come. And the funny thing is, I never wanted to be a photographer, and I'm a total non-foodie. And now I'm shooting food with the best chefs in the world.
How did that come about? Was it hard getting everybody together?
No, once you got a couple of the big guys and everybody says, if he's doing it, I got to do it. And that was it. But it wasn't that hard. I was surprised. But at the time I had a permanent exhibition at the Empire State Building. And I would take their pictures and hang them up there. And that was kind of like what I would tell them that I was doing. It would be part of my exhibition. And then I did, the first one was just general dishes, and then the second thing that I did was bagel and lox, which actually the chefs liked the best. It was the Great Bagel and Lox book. It was the first one that I did, and it's 80 chefs doing their version of a bagel and lox, and it's my favorite. It doesn't sell as well as any of the others, but it's still my favorite.
Tell us about the benefit for this event.
Okay. The benefit, or the beneficiary, is Action Against Hunger. And I got their name through Tim Zagat and Rick Smiler from ICE. I asked them what was their favorite charity, and it was Action Against Hunger. And they work in 40 countries. I think 80% of the people that work for them actually live in the country, so it's easy to get relief supplies in. And they take care of kids that are starving. Really starving, like they're on their last moments. They have this thing called Plumpy Nut. I think that's the name of it. And it's this concoction that they have with peanuts and some other stuff, and it just brings these kids back to life, and it's just amazing. And then they work with the community on either farming or collecting water or just being, living better, and then they leave. They don't stay forever. And then they move on. So when they had the tsunami and the earthquakes and all that, they're always right there.
Okay, now where can people get some more information about the benefit?
The benefit? actionagainsthunger.org.
Great. Thank you again.
Well, thank you. And I'll see you next year.